Welcome to Rust Error Handling. In this lesson, you'll learn how Rust handles errors safely using the result enum. Unlike exceptions in other languages, Rust forces you to handle errors explicitly, which prevents unexpected crashes. We'll cover the result type, the question mark operator for error propagation, and convenient methods like unwrap and expect. The result enum is Rust's primary way to handle operations that can fail. Result has two variants. OK contains the success value. Error contains the error. This design forces you to handle both success and failure cases explicitly. Let's create a divide function that returns result instead of potentially crashing. The function signature shows we return either a float or a string error message. We check if the divisor is 0, and if so, return an error with an error message. If the division is valid, we wrap the result in OK and return it. In main, we call divide with valid numbers, 10 divided by 2, We use match to handle both OK and error cases, printing the appropriate message. Now we try dividing by 0, which will trigger the error case. Let's review the complete code and see how result handles both scenarios. Compiling our error handling code with Rust-T. Running the program shows both cases, successful division and caught error. The question mark operator is syntactic sugar for error propagation. It returns early from the function if an error occurs, passing the error up. Let's create a calculator that parses strings and adds them together. The parse underscore number function converts a string to an integer, returning result. We match on the parse result and return OK for success or error with a message. In add underscore strings, we use the question mark after each parse call. If parsing fails, the question mark immediately returns the error to the caller. If both parses succeed, we add them and wrap the sum in OK. First, we add 10 and 20, which are both valid numbers. Then we try adding 10 and ABC, which will trigger a parse error. Reviewing the code shows how clean the question mark makes error handling. The program correctly adds valid numbers and reports the parse error. Rust provides convenient methods for handling results when you're confident about success. Use these carefully, as some will crash your program if the result is an error. Let's explore unwrap, expect, unwrap underscore or, and unwrap underscore or underscore else. Unwrap extracts the OK value, but panics if the result is an error. We parse the string 42, which we know is valid, so unwrap is safe here. Expect is like unwrap, but lets you provide a custom panic message. Unwrap underscore or provides a fallback value if the result is an error. Parsing not underscore a underscore number fails, but instead of crashing, we get 0. Unwrap underscore or underscore else takes a closure that computes the fallback value. This is useful when calculating the default requires some logic. Let's review all 4 methods and see them in action. The output shows successful parses and graceful fallbacks for invalid input. Congratulations! You've learned Rust's error handling system. You now know how to use the result enum to represent success or failure, the question mark operator for clean error propagation, and convenient methods like unwrap, expect, unwrap _or, and unwrap _or else. This approach prevents many common bugs by forcing you to handle errors at compile time. In the next lesson, we'll explore Rust's unique ownership system. Keep practicing.